Hey there, crafty friends. Happy Thursday. It's Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and it's our favorite time of the day. It's our What's New at the Doodlebug. Today we got 2 orders checked in for you guys. One is going to be Pink and Main restocks, and the other is going to be Spellbinders. Spellbinders got some restocks, but also a great new little release that Lisa Horton did that just dropped, and it's so stinking cute. So cannot wait to show you those 2 lines. Gonna be, I think, kind of an easy Facebook Live today, and I think my girls deserve that. I almost got I did get the stink eye a little bit. They messaged me this morning and they were like, "There's 300 comments on yesterday's live." I'm sorry, and I'll be in late because I have a doctor's appointment. Thank you very much. So yesterday was a crazy live. Thank you so much. We have lots of orders for those fantabulous postage punches. I knew you guys would love them. And then also the waffle flower was crazy. So all kinds of waffle flower that I will be reordering. So I don't know what BJ has planned for us tonight, but it's going to be me placing a lot of orders, I think. Now, speaking of orders, last night I did get brand new Pink and Main ordered for you guys. Another great release. You are going to die whenever you guys see the cat of the month. She is so cute this month. I mean, I've loved everyone, but this one, oh my gosh, there might be a little belly showing. Oh, she's so good. So good. So I did get that order placed last night. There's new foil, of course. There's new splat as well. So it's going to be a great release. And that, like I said, that order went in. And so tonight I will work on probably waffle flower. I will work on getting postage edge stamps done. And I also need to be doing a Divinity Designs order pretty soon for you guys as well. And boxes that are up there, we have got a fantabulous order, huge order from the warehouse. Like 2 huge boxes. And then we also have an Echo Park order. I was not about to check in Echo Park because you know that one has cardstock in it. I couldn't do it. They would shoot me. I'm going to do that one maybe. So next week I will be gone a day. So maybe I will do that on the day that I'm gone. So everybody can talk really bad about me while I'm gone and it'll all be okay. They can be like, "Oh my God, Hannah, I can't believe she did this." And then she left. So that'll be one day next week or something. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to check out what we've got. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to start over here with Pink and Main. Again, Pink and Main is a lot of restock, so it's going to be things that you've already seen. But if you missed the release, you're going to see some good stuff. So we did get in a bunch more of the great Patriotic Stars confetti. I know quite a few of you are on a reorder for this, so we will get reorders pulled. We literally just laid this on the table right before Clara was working on one order and I worked on this order, and we got done at the same time, and we just threw it on the tables. So we would still be your dream job. Well, I will tell the girls that the next time they're all complaining about pulling paper, I will tell them, Paula Detweiler says it's her dream job.
She could pull it next week.
So Clara didn't have to come in until noon today, and she was dancing when she left yesterday. She's like, "I don't have to open, so I don't have to pull paper." So it was quite the running joke around here. All right, so we have got the fun little Patriotic Stars confetti. Then next little shaker we restocked is the Ruby Slippers confetti. That's a great pink. I always think Ruby Slippers as red, but this one definitely is a great pink color. Now, if you want red, here is the Christmas red. Angel Carvilla says it would be her dream job too. They're still laughing. And then we've got a couple other confettis that made their way down here. This is that Delphinium. I think a couple of you were on reorder for Delphinium. And then Diamond Confetti. They all like to give me a hard time, but they will get their Mother's Day gifts in a couple of days, and then all will be good in the world. I'll just whisper that so they don't know. So we've got Diamond Confetti. I don't think anybody watches the lives except for Vanessa, so maybe she'll be the one. Christmas Red, fill out an application. So Paula's commute would be pretty long. She is out in Kansas, but definitely. All right, splatter, the new paint and splat. This is the foilet one. So colors we have so far, we have silver, we have gold, and now we have the foilet. So this foil, you literally splat it down, paint it down, whatever you want to do, let it dry, and then you run it through with your foil. Run it through your ink machine, run it through your laminator, and your foil is going to stick to wherever this was. How fun is that? So we've got the foilet splatter back in stock. Then we have got, library cards. I think I've got these in one other spot too. So this is a foilable little library card, but of course it's so stinking cute. You can use it. If you don't have a foil machine, it's just going to stay black and white for you. So it's a great little panel for that. So it can stay just black and white. But if you do have a make machine or a good laminator that you can foil, here, see that little background on that card? That is what it turns into. So this is what we call toner-based foiling. There's heat foiling and toner-based foiling. Friends, toner-based foiling is so easy. You literally take this, you put a piece of foil on the top, and you run it through that ink machine. That's all you do. It is so easy peasy. Oh, you are, but no, Libby, we just started. So I was telling him how I placed my humongous pink and mane order last night, and I did not let any cats out of the bag. Oops, cats. But I did tell him the cat this month is so cute, and it might have a little belly action going on. Oh my gosh, that little chunky cat, it just has my heart. Oh, and I did tell him there might be a little bit of new splat, but I didn't give him anything else. I didn't tell him anything else at all. I'm very excited about this next release. This little guy here, this is the Bubbles Foilables. We've had these on, I think, almost every live the past 3 orders. This is a fun one. So it's going to be great for summer cards. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last night we did all of that waffle flower. How cute would this be foiled in blue, and then like the sea turtles on the front or the fish on the front? Oh, so if you are getting any of that new waffle flower, you do need these bubbles. This is going to be absolutely adorable with those. I saw Paula wants one of the library cards. Thank you. So again, restocking on the bubble foil panels. Oh, we will see you on replay, Debbie. Thank you. So sweet. Great for bathtub pages. This would be great for bathtub pages because you can die cut these as well. So foil it, cut a big circle out of this, then make big bubbles with these out of the circles. How fun would that be? Oh, great idea, Paula. Then we've got the pick and place tool. Now, Pink and Main's pick and place tool, you're going to have a little pokey end on one side, wax tip on the other, and you do get 2 wax tips. Don't lose your wax tips, Linda Rice, because they don't do replacement ones. These wax tips should last you a while. So just put them in a safe place, but safe enough to where you can remember where they are, because that's what we're laughing about with Linda. We know she put them in a safe place. She just can't remember where that safe place is. So that is their little pick poke tool. Bubbles for Kim. Thank you, Kim. Restocking a couple of their packs of sticky gems. This one is called All the Browns. So you've got this great, like almost cream color up to a nice brown. 1 pick or 2, you got it. And then the other one, these are all the oranges. Bye, Stephanie. See you later. Thank you for your help today. All the oranges. So those are restocks. This one was from the new release. This is an embossing folder called Bunch of Bows. I did pull out the sample that Libby made us. And in the background there, you can see those bows. And since I was pulling this card out to show you, I did pull what we used on this card here. So this card uses the little typewriter foil panels. Libby foiled it, and then she cut it out with this die. This die works with the stamp set, but also the foil panels as well. This stamp set is called Typed Greetings. So Typed Greetings is a stamp and die, and then there's also a foiling option for it as well. And they all work together. So there's that one. And then again on there, we also use that Bunch of Bows embossing folder. There's that. Next one was this super cute Big Bow paperclip dies. I think those all sold out in the first order, so we had to restock these. Now, Pink and Maine has been doing a lot of great samples with these, and one of the designers actually covered this in glitter, and it's so, so pretty. Very, very pretty. I saw one each of the gems just float by. Thank you. Get those pulled for you. Restock here. This is the postage spring postage stamps. You know what? Why don't we just check something here? I don't know. I'm just curious. Oh, look how close that is. Oh, they're pretty close. Oh my gosh. I'd have to see how it actually looks once it's punched out, but this is the large this is the large square, and then let's try the rectangle. Now the rectangle's a good stretch there. Yes, it's a little smaller, but you'll definitely pick up all the inside. So these are those new punches that we showed yesterday. So then this one was the large rectangle. And then we had the small rectangle. Small rectangle's not quite. Hey, get your hiney butt out. So yes, the smaller ones are not going to work on here, but if you picked up any of the larger ones, they're going to work. That's kind of fun. So again, this stamp set, they've been doing a kind of a side line, and they keep adding to it. So they do these really cute postage stamps. There are dies that match it. Okay, so they also have dies that will match this as well. And they've done a fall one. They've done a Christmas one. I think they did a fall one. I know Christmas for sure. We've got this spring one as well too. So they keep slowly adding to this. I'm really hoping they do a summer one, maybe with a patriotic flair to it. Libby, while you're on here too, I had an epiphany this morning. I don't know why I work on Pink and Maine stuff and not my own stuff, but I really want to put a vote in for maybe next year having squirrels, as the little image of the month. Because I was like thinking not 4th of July, but like Valentine's Day, I'm nuts for you, and birthday one, oh nuts, I missed your birthday. But I think little squirrels would be adorable. I mean, a squirrel in a pilgrim hat, how cute is that? For Thanksgiving. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents for next year for the stamps of the months. Yep, one set of dies matches all the stamp sets too. Yes, I did say there were die sets that match, but I did not clarify that you buy the dies one time and they are matching every single stamp set. And I love when companies do that. I love when companies support their own product because I love getting more bang for my buck and more longevity out of my products. Squirrels in order my brain function? Yes, just a squirrel looking for my nut. I mean, I can go on and on all day long. Squirrel brain, come on, that would be a great one too. You could even have little glasses on. I've got lots of ideas. Easy Flow water brushes. Now again, if you're new to these, this is a brush where you unscrew it and you fill that little chamber with water, and then you can gently squeeze right here, and it gives you a steady flow of water for watercoloring, blending, and each one of these is different. This is not 6 of the same brushes. This is 6 different tips on these. So water brushes. Anti-static tools. Been waiting on these little guys. Birthday postage to fall, winter, spring, birthday. And I think I know what's coming, she says too. I think you know what's coming. Oh, there we go. So this little guy here, you fill it up with your anti-static powder right in there. And then this has the cutest little dauber on the top. You can kind of see there's little holes in there. And so you're going to use this, rub it across anything that you want to heat emboss, anything that may have static. So before you do shaker cards, it's great to get rid of that static. So it says here, when ready to use, remove the pink cap and gently tap puff on your paper to add powder. Okay, tips: use powder over your paper before using glitter, flock, sequins, or embossing powders to lessen the static while you work on your project. If tool needs cleaning, remove all excess powder and clean with a mild soap and water. Then let dry thoroughly before adding the powder back in. But it keeps stray embossing powder to a minimum. Anti-static, you've got it. And I know we had a few of you on the reorder list for this too. So if you weren't for sure and you want one, you can let us know if I haven't gotten it already. I know we'll pull special orders and then we'll pull the live. So that kind of helps us. So like Kim, if you were on the list before for the anti-static, you know, we'll see it in your pile tomorrow when we pull the live. And so we won't pull you two unless you specifically ask for two. Let's see here. Paula, that may be the previous style oh, let me see what Paula was asking. What is a, yes, haven't missed it yet though. I'll go back to that one. I have a black, pink, and main tool. I cannot remember what I meant to use it for. Yes. So no, it's not the unstick stickers. I mean, I guess you could with that one, Paula, but yeah, I think you just have the other version, a nice little black brush that pops out, stores back in by, you know, underneath the cap. That is the previous version of the anti-static tool. That's what that was. That little jar of powder will fill it at least 3 times, if not more. Yeah, so you got a good bang for your buck with that one for sure. Carmen, here is the card kit. This is not a new card kit. We're just restocking it. This is one called Celebrate. It is their newest card kit that they have done though. I really like this one. We have another birthday kit from Pink and Main and it is stinking cute, but the colors are a little bit brighter. And sometimes I do hear customers say that they think it's a little kiddish. So this is a great one. I think the colors are a little more adult. So again, this one is one we have had. You may have it in your stash, but it's called Celebrate. All right. Next one. So we did the bow clips. Let's see. Pink and Main bow paper clip die. You've got it. Hello. She was just out.
She's right there.
Oh, there she is. I was like, she was just on the table causing trouble. She probably wants something, and she's like, follow me. Next one. This one is called Fancy Oval with Bow Dies. Hey, your friend is here. You don't need to be up here. Your friend came to see you. Fancy Oval with Bow Dies. There's that. That. And here it is used in real life. Carmen, I figured you probably did. It's not a brand new one. So again, this one here does this great scallop oval. You can use it by itself. You can also add this great bow on top. Right there is the little decorative edge there. And then you've got this great layer bow as well. So that's Fancy Oval with Bow Dies. Next one we've got, so we had just one of these in one of the last lives. It was kind of a from the vault thing. And you guys loved it though. This is the branches die. So we needed to restock branches dies. There's that one, branches dies. We did that one, did all that. Since I pulled this one to show you the library card foiled, I figured I would go ahead and pull the stamp and die that were used on this one. The stamp is called One for the Books. There's also the die that matches. This little piece here is what is going to cut out the sentiments right there. This little guy went out of stock, and that is why I took my reorder a little bit longer this time. So this stamp, I don't think Pink and Made had any idea how popular this little stamp was going to be, as well as this die right here. So they had to get more made quickly. So this is the library card stamp. Makes this great little, well, library card stamp. And then there's a die that matches it. Now, because the die was basically just going to be a rectangle, look how they also added these great paper clips in there too. A lot of you just bought the library card dies. You didn't even get the stamp. You just wanted it for those nice big paper clips because, you know, that will just be a nice little rectangle, a great little layering die. I think that would be great for scrapbookers as well too, to do quick and easy mats. But this is the library card dies. And then this is the library card. That little stamp set there. It's just so stinking cute. I need to post some of the samples that they've done. And maybe I did already, but I'll try and stick them. I know I put them on the Facebook page afterwards because there's one sample card that one of the designers did where she stamped like up here, here. Like she just like kept stamping it off the page. So cute. One for the book stamp, you've got it, and die. Thank you, Starla. Library card stamp, I see that one. Thank you. One for the books, you got it. Thank you. Next, we've got the, oh shoot, Starla, you told me how to tell it. Coquette books. It's the stack of books. Stack of books foilables. This one's a cute one too. Restocking those. This next one here, we needed a lot of these. This is called notebook page die. So you've got a die that is vertical, one that is horizontal. I think these are going to be great for scrapbookers because you can do your journaling on them as well. If you're a planner person, all kinds of fun stuff you can do with your planners. So you can see here, it's been cut out of white and just a quick little stripe with a pink marker makes it look like a notebook page, but you can see how the little lines indent so you can see exactly where to do your journaling or anything like that. So love that little note page dies. So that's a good one. And then since I was showing you this card, I did also pull out the stamp set we used on that one, which was called Page Turner. Notebook page die, you have got it. Thank you. I know we had a bunch of those on restock. Paula wants one. Starla wants one. Thank you. And then that little turtle came out of Page Turner. And there are dies that match Page Turner as well. I know Stephanie that works here, she was just like, I really wanted one and I didn't put my name on the list. I was like, I think we should have extras. All right, so that is Pink and Main. I'm going to kind of do a quick little walk over. If not on the list, you'd like a notebook, you've got it. Quick little walk around. All right, next up we've got Spellbinders. So if you are part of our Better Press Society, we have got our Better Press Society plate of the month in. For society members, you've got a great little surprise this month. You're actually getting a stencil included as well. Page Turner stamp and die, thank you. And Pat, you should be on reorder. Perfect, thank you, Pat. If there's not one in your pile, you know that they will add it for you. Thanks for stopping in. See you later. You're welcome. Hey, because you had a friend here does not mean you get to eat things now. Rubber bands. Oh, look, she's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You can't do nothing. Oh, such a turd. Such a turd. All right, so this is the Brighton Foliage. That is what the press plate of the month is this time. Absolutely beautiful. I just uploaded pictures of this one onto the website. The samples, once again, are stunning with this one. You do get 3 sentiments, a note to say. Thanks so much. Hello to you. So it's a great little set. And then, like I said, there's also a stencil that matches as well. That's going to be your little bonus gift this time. We always order 1 or 2 extras, so if you're not part of the Better Press Society, you can still get one of these press plates without the commitment. So I do have a couple extras for this month, and I can always reorder them too. Very rarely do they go out of stock, so that's not a problem at all. Then speaking of press plates, we also got in, this was the Magical Fuchsia. We do have the Magical Fuchsia as a I Want It All bundle. Now, speaking of this one, I don't know if some of you are like on some of those share handmade kindness Facebook pages. Betty Manning. So Betty Manning makes some of the most beautiful cards. And the last couple cards she has been sharing, she used the Magical Fuchsia. She used the die on one, and she used the embossing folder on another one. So if you've kind of been on the fence about this set, definitely check out those two cards that she just made. They are stunning. But we got in the Magical Fuchsia. This is the press plate. We do have the I Want It All bundle in stock as well. And then we also got in the embossing folder. So pretty. So those are two pieces for that set that we just got in. Special request, Pooh's Honey Pot. So that is going straight into somebody's bucket. But if you also want a Pooh's Honey Pot, we'll just order you one next time. But this is going straight into a bucket. Check out these little guys. Third order on these bad boys. These are tiny bears. They, of course, they look like little gummy bears. So they're perfect for your shakers. You know, they're just perfect as little embellishments. You can just glue them straight onto the card, glue them straight onto your page. So cute. So the little tiny bear shakers, restocked those. And then we've got this great Lisa Horton release. So I'm going to go through these, and then I'm going to pull them up on the computer so you can see some of the samples. First one is called Stargazers. So there's that die set. Next one, we've got Open Lace Frame. And it's got these landscape dies added in there. So Open Lace Frame. Ripped Edge Circles. Decorative Lattice. It's not a huge one, so this is going to be a layered part on your card, which I think is going to look really, when I show you the samples, it is really cool. Decorative Lattice. Gummy bears, you've got it, Pat. And I did just show these the other day on the Facebook page, and I asked you guys which one was your favorite. And I told you I think it might be that bucket. That's this one right here, Garden Planter. There's Garden Planter. This one's called Container and Foliage. It's got like a little vase. And this isn't part of it, but this is another one that would definitely work with it. And this one is called Petal Fresh. All right, I want to show you the Lisa Horton ones because they are stinking cute. Okay. Get that to go bigger, maybe. Come on. All of our computers around here have been freezing today. All right, so you can see. No, you can't. So that one uses the open lace. Oh, shoot, sorry. That one uses the open lace and then also the decorative lattice. Decorative lattice again there. And then that, all those flowers around it that they use kind of as an arch, that came out of the Garden Planter. There, that one, look at that. Is that not awesome? Told you I'd love this one. That was like my favorite. So again, that one uses Garden Planter. It uses the lattice, and it also uses that open lace die. So pretty. I think that was it on that. So let me go back. And then here is another one. So this uses that open lace again. And you can see how they also, in the background, they have used the landscape part of it. That right there, that is the Containers and Foliage. There's that one, so stinking cute. There's that one there. And there's that same one. I thought those were absolutely adorable. And then I want to find one that uses the ripped edge circles. See if I can find that. Okay, so here's ripped circle. So you can see they've got all those great little circle layers in there. Well, why is that one looking horrible? What is going on? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of cool how they did that one. Do you see how they did the ripped circle? But then they also, then they ran it through again with the landscape to give it that really cool look. I like that. There it is, and it looks like one layer. Oh, they just ink blended, or, you know, inked the edges on one layer and kept one layer underneath it, stark white, and then those are the stargazers. And then there's that. And then let's try stargazer. I don't think there was a lot of sample. Hi, Cindy. I don't think there was a lot of samples for stargazer. No. I do like, though, and I put these on our site as well. They've got kind of a little how-to guide now, which I appreciate that. So you know what all the little bits and pieces are. Because have you ever gotten a die and you've got this one little weird square and you have no idea what it's supposed to do, what it's supposed to be? All right, so I think I got all of those kind of shown. So again, Lisa Horton's new release, Stargazers, open lace frame, ripped edge circles, decorative lattice, garden planter, container and foliage. Oh, and then Petal Fresh. I forgot to show you this one. So I want to get your guys' opinion on this one. Cindy's tail going by reminds me of Jaws. Oh, she is like a little Jaws, let me tell you. And she is like a little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, Petal Fresh. So I did not get in all of this Petal Fresh release. And let me show you why. So I love the flowers. They did a whole release with, there they are. Now that one I love, but let me show you this. They did a whole release with cleaning supplies. I don't know if that has appeal or not. I didn't order any of them. I didn't know. And I talked to some other store owners and we just weren't sure if cleaning supply dyes would sell or not. Now, you know what? If you've got a friend and she has a cleaning service, maybe that would be perfect for her. Maybe she wants to give it to her clients as thank yous. But I just don't know. Or maybe, you want to give your cleaning service, your cleaning lady a thank you card. But I just don't know if I would sell a lot of them. So I did not bring that line in. I did bring in the flowers, though. I think the flowers are absolutely beautiful. It's a great little floral set. So I brought in the flowers, but I just did not know how I felt about the cleaning supplies. So that is all that I brought in from that line. I don't know. And I get, you're always trying to recreate the wheel and find something great out there. And sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's miss. I felt like that one might be a miss. So, that I did not bring in that entire release. Now, this is an old die, friends. You may have it in your stash. I had it in my stash. And while I was at the retreat, I made a sample with it. So this is, and you may have it in your stash as well. So this is birthday wreath add-ons. So Spellbinders has done this great little wreath line. And then they did all these fun little add-ons, seasonal add-ons, things like that. Well, I know right now that whole, for lack of a better word, container look. We're doing the postage ed stamps. And we're doing all these small little clusters, these small little scenes within a smaller little area. Hopefully that's making sense. But we have this, and it's one of my favorite embossing folders that we have in right now. We have this great embossing folder from Memory Box. Many of you probably picked it up. This is called a vintage tray. So the vintage tray has two different pieces. One is just an embossing folder, and then one is this tray that's in there. So the tray you can use on its own. You wouldn't even have to use it with the embossing folder. I actually cut it out and I stuck it back into the embossing folder and embossed just that tray piece. The background there, that wood grain that you're seeing, that was the embossing folder itself. So you wouldn't even have to use the little tray cutout. You can kind of go over this, ink blend it a little bit, but I made this super fun card, and I wanted to share it. But again, I was using this die. It's an older die, the birthday wreath add-ons from Spellbinders, out of my stash. I'm like, well, people are going to ask, what die did you use? So if you have this die, I'm going to hold it here so you can kind of screenshot it. Maybe it'll give you a little bit of inspiration, but I think it turned out so stinking cute. Now, things that I did, you can maybe see underneath the balloon, that little bit of twinkle. I could have used stickles there, but what I used was my Nuvo shimmer pen, or your Wink Stella. But that's what I used, was just one of those little shimmer pens. I also added that onto my cupcake. There's my white gel pen. I like a lot of times whenever I am die cutting something and I'm just doing all one color, I go back and I ink blend it. So that bow is all the same color green, but I ink blended a couple of the layers to make them look a little bit darker. So I just took my little ink blending brush, added some color to it that was a green, and it just gives it that nice little shadowing, little shading. And then I've got my happy birthday down there too. So that is the birthday wreath add-ons in action. There's lots of good little bits and pieces in here. And then we have got this one here from Memory Box. Again, this is the vintage tray embossing folder. So there's that and that. Something else fun I could have added in there. This is not a new one. We had this one before. This one also looks great with the postage stamps and layered stencils. Not postage stamps, the postage dies and layered stencils from Waffle Flower. This is called Your Day Messages. Nice and small, so they fit into those little bitty stamped areas beautifully. And that one also has the cute little balloon dog. So there's that one. And I made a mess of my area, so I don't even know where I'm at. We were talking about that. Okay, back up here. Blending brushes. Just restocking our white ones. I do like the white ones for a couple of different reasons. One, if you keep a separate set of brushes for your metallics, for your oxides, or for your regular dye inks, it is nice to keep one whole, like all your distresses in white. Okay, it makes it really nice that way you can easily visually know real quick which type of ink you're pulling. But I also like that these have white bristles, so I can also see the color. Makes it a lot easier to see that this one's for my yellows, see that this one is for my greens. So just restocking blending brushes. Little magnetic pickup tool. This is great whenever you've got a random little stray die that's gone somewhere. This is actually on special order for Miss Robin, so we're going to be putting that into her bucket. Next one we got in this great little Lake of Legends stencil from Hero Arts. You've got 4 different layers in that for that stencil. So Lake of Legends stencil. It's going to be great for any kind of outdoors cards you want to make. This would also be really cool. You can do it as an embellishment on a scrapbook page. Go ahead and emboss it and then, cut it out with like maybe an oval die cut. That would be kind of cool. Or an arch die cut would be really neat too. One of the torn ripped edge ones, that would be fun. So you can also use this on one of your scrapbook pages too. So Lake of Legends. Oh, I almost forgot this one. Classic Mouse Wedding Accessories. So there's a new Mickey Mouse. And Mickey and Minnie are getting married. So they are, let me see if I can find that one. I got the computer up. So they are another Spellbinders one. And I think it's a separate one again. Kind of like the graduation. You've got to buy the whole, let's see, Mouse Wedding. I think you got to buy the whole die again. Yes, you do. So they're not an add-on if you've already got Classic Mouse. This is a new one. But if you are a huge Mickey fan, or maybe you have someone getting ready to get married and they are huge Minnie and Mickey fans, this might be perfect for their wedding card or to add little accents into their wedding book. But this is Classic Mouse Wedding Etched Dies. But then they have, oh, went too far. They have this great little add-on set that I liked because I can't find a lot of wedding stuff. All right, Mouse Wedding. Here it is right here. So this is the wedding accessories. And look how cute that is. Is that not adorable? So around here, that great little mold, that little molding, that is the molded frame embossing folder. I know we just got that in a couple months ago. Quite a few of you have already picked this one up. We are restocking it in this order too. It just happens that they also used it on this card. I used it at the retreat on some of the cards I made for your guys' card kits. But wedding accessories. You see there's another one. Yep, there's another one. Really, really cute. So I like this one. Oh, there's a little Mickey and Minnie press plate. I didn't realize. Look how cute that is in the back. That's sweet. There they are. There's the bride and groom. And again, they've got one of those great little put together on the site too. So you can print these out at home, tuck them in with your dies. And then I think, oh, nope, we're not done yet. I was like, I think that's it. Nope. Couple more. For our Totally Tiffany, we restocked the 9x6 flip flap tabs. Got more of our great little sealed storage boxes. These are also the ones that fit those great little dauber wands in them. Restocked those. Got in more Faline bags. Faline is nice and tall. So this is where you can store your 6x6 little paper pads. So you know she's going to be nice and tall if you can store 6x6 paper pads in her. But it says paper pads, cards and envelopes, tri-blend markers. So tri-blend markers are a little bit of a taller marker. So there's Faline restocked. Also restocked the Woodland Tales printed vellum and acetate. This pack here, I know it's a little deceiving on the front. It looks like it's just that one sheet. It's not. You've got, I believe, five designs in here. You're going to have this beautiful floral printed vellum, super fun mushrooms, this beautiful woodland scene. So if you're like, well, what do I do with that? Okay, so as a card maker, you can use it as a background. You've got one background here, another one there, another one here, and another one there. Or you can, you know, of course, do a focal point somewhere else. You can make great little strips out of this. You're putting it on your scrapbook page. If I was putting it on a scrapbook page, I would probably come in and almost like hand tear, you know, because I want that kind of look. And I would hand tear along that and then put it down on top of something else. So that's kind of how I would use it, like if I was using it in a scrapbook. It's beautiful though. Think of all the home decor projects you can do with this. It is vellum, so it's sheer. You could put a tea light behind it, so you could line a lantern with this. I think there's lots of applications for this stuff. And then you also get acetate in here as well. It's printed acetate. So one side, well, you can see that great little, there you can see the little flower there. But if it's gold on one side, it's silver on the other. Flip it over. Then you've got this great, just kind of random verbiage. And then the other one is great, like birch trees. Oh, there's a piece right there. I was like, there's a piece of white. And again, silver on the back. So that we're restocking as well. We have had this one in before. That is the Woodland Tales printed vellum. Did I get the other one too? Nope, just Woodland Tales this time. Woodland Tales vellum. And looks like we've got one little bottle of Sparkle Effects back in stock too. Alrighty, friends, and that is it. Kind of a short and sweet little live for you guys today. So if you jumped on late, we got in 2 orders today at the Doodlebug. We got in Pink and Main. Pink and Main really was just a restock order. Working on getting back in a bunch of the new April release to have it on the shelf, and then also restocking for people that it sold out in the first live. And then Spellbinders. So Spellbinders, the big reason for this order was to get in our Better Press Society plates for the month so we can get those shipped out. But then they also had this great little Lisa Horton, not a huge release, but she does have some of the cutest dies in this release. So we picked up some fun Lisa Horton stuff, and then a couple little restocks in there and special orders as well. Just kind of hover over those in case I missed anything, because you know I like to go quick and then I miss stuff. And then the next day I tell the girls, like, oh, I forgot to show that. There's that molded frame one. And let me show you that on another card too. Filming the video for our card kit over here. But that molded frame, it's not like crazy, but it does add just a nice little edge to your stuff. I think it's cute. I do like that one as well. And it's an A2 size, so in case you're wondering how big it is, it's A2 size. And then there we go. Alrighty, friends. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Again, I am Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and we do these lives every Tuesday through Friday. Sometimes you get a bonus one on Mondays, but we are a real live, living, breathing scrapbook store in southern central Indiana. I know a lot of you have been asking for little walkthroughs and things like that. So I do need to get a walkthrough video updated for you guys. We've got some older ones out there, but product changes so much. And I am kind of walking through as I'm doing that, just so you can maybe get some little teasers behind you. But I know when I told the girls you wanted me to do a walkthrough, they were like, no, at least they can't shop from it, because it does make it a little crazy. So I'm in the back of the store. We're I would say like a medium-sized store. We're not the biggest, but we do try to keep our stock nice and fresh. Sometimes I do little sales on here, because my thing is products should not have birthdays. If it has sat on your shelf for a year, it is losing you capital. It's losing you money. So we do not like to have birthdays in the store, and I definitely don't want toddlers running around in here. So we do little sales in here as well, so we can keep our stock nice and fresh and turning. That way, you know, if you do get a chance to stop in, or if you're shopping online, it's going to be new stuff for you guys. So thank you so much. You guys have an amazing, crafty, blessed evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. I have no idea where this week has gone. We're already in May. Tomorrow is the 7th of May. It's craziness. So thank you for, joining me on this crazy thing called life. I so enjoy, actually, I know we're not really hanging out, but I so enjoy hanging out with you guys every day for a little bit and being able to chat with you. So until tomorrow, thanks. Oh, look at that. Stop. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, he said. Oh, so sweet. Oh, he came did she put herself in her bed? Is that what she did? Yeah, she was just bad on the live. That's why she did that. So, yeah, she was being really bad in the live. So, all right, well, I have a handsome visitor. So now Cindy got to have her visitor earlier, and now I guess her and I both have a visitor. But I'm going to hang out with this guy for just a little bit, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.